You know, in my day, you come through situations vacant in the Gazette. I've always thought situation sounds much more classy than job.
My situation, I'd take any job going. Shouldn't have been so quick to quit that underpass project.
Well, you'll find something else. Any decent employer would bite your hand off.
About a pair of them off for all the use they are. I hate being idle.
You're not idle. Idle's twirling your hair extensions whilst watching me struggle with a crate of mixers, no names mentioned.
Hadn't seen Daisy this morning.
Oh, she was off to Brighton first thing. Mate's end do. It takes a block and tackle to drag her out of bed normally, but not today. No, slightest sniff of shots and strippers, and she was up and chirping before the birds.
Yeah, lucky her.
Lucky us. Because Ronnie's been roped into a walking football tournament thing tonight. So we've got the place to ourselves. We could go out later, grab a meal, and then come home for an early night. What do you say?
I say yes. My wallet says no.
No, it's my treat.
No, I'd sooner wait till I can pay my way.
Oh, what? So what? Women can't buy dinner?
Oh, if that makes me old-fashioned, I'm sorry, but it's bad enough I'm living rent-free. I feel like a kept man.
Well, that's because I want to keep you.
All right, well, you don't have to buy me dinner to do that. I'm gonna get a shower.
All right.
Yeah, just picking up my wine gums.
No, I'm all right.
You okay?
Just glad that someone's talking to me.
Well, why wouldn't I? I know you far better than these people who are pointing the finger right now, okay? I will always, always be on your side.
Thank you. Do you know what that means?
Oh, yeah, I do. I mean, I've been sent to Coventry so many times I thought about moving there. Listen, why don't we have a chat? Have a bit of lunch at the cafe if you want, 2-ish.
Okay. Okay, yeah, thanks. That'd be nice.
Yeah, okay.
It is. It is. It will be. Oh, lovely. See you, bye-bye. Oh, hey. How was she?
Well, not as good as you, clearly. What's with the face, then?
What's with the face? Oh, you mean by the fact I'm smiling?
No, I was saying it's not your natural default expression, is it?
Excuse me? What's my natural default expression? Show
What?
me.
No, don't be daft.
Yeah, no, I'm curious. Show me. Do it.
Well, well, it's more, I don't know, it's more like... Look, I didn't mean to offend you. All I'm saying is that you're just not really a natural smiler, are you?
Well, can you blame me, life I've had? Anyway, thankfully, things are looking up. I've just got off the phone from Nadim Atala.
Sorry, should that mean something to me?
Oh, come on, he's only one of the biggest names in online retail. Like, open any wardrobe in the country and he'll be in there.
Oh, well, he's a peeping Tom, then.
Don't give up the day job. Listen, he's like a industry legend, and he is interested in some of our lines, so...
Great.
Yes, it is great! Because if I land a big, fat, juicy contract from him, it'll put Sarah and a big shot uncle right in their place, and that, my darling, will put a big flaming smile on my face. Oh, yes, it will. Nadim Atala. Nadim Atala. Hey! Looking glam for your public man.
Oh, doubt anyone will show.
Oh, it's a big deal, salon reopening.
Yeah, well, there's quite a lot of salons round here now.
Yes, there's only one Audrey.
No.
No, there he is. The suit has landed. No harm in looking smart. You should try it sometime. It wasn't a compliment. I don't think I've seen you out of that thing past few days.
Okay, stop bickering, you two. Right, I think we're gonna have to get a move on soon.
Oh, there's no rush, is there, sweetheart? I don't think they'll be queuing round the block.
Well, we'll have to see about that, won't we? Afternoon.
I thought you were going to lie there all day.
Yeah, well, I was hoping for breakfast in bed.
Nah, you don't want a bed full of crumbs.
Oh, you're just so romantic sometimes.
Nothing romantic about a cornflake, but it shouldn't be.
TMI. Hey, how was your head?
Not as bruised as my ego. I can't believe I'm dad sometimes.
I know, but you did say sorry.
Yeah, and then went on to give me yet another lecture on the definition of adding insult to injury.
Yeah, well, Dev's got an ego too.
Really? Haven't noticed. Managed to put it aside when Asher moved in with Corey. He did everything he could to make things right.
Yeah, I'm sure he cares just as much about you.
I'm not. But I'm not wasting any more time on him.
He's my past. You're my future. When you get on to Gretna Green, get this wedding sorted ASAP. I want to move on and leave him behind.
Well, I'm glad it's just a pricing gun, or it'd be a bloodbath in here.
Yeah. And I'm just getting on with things, okay? Because some of us need to live in a real world.
And Ardy doesn't.
Well, it's his life, and he's made that quite clear.
Look, Dad, look, I know you feel bad about yesterday, okay, but massacring tins of peaches won't make you feel better.
Okay, listen, I got carried away. Why? Because I care. Okay, and he's got no idea what it's like to be a parent. Okay, neither of you do. I mean, you live on planet Archie, he lives on planet Ardy. But, you know, once you have kids of your own, you instantly become like this satellite.
You've been watching way too much Brian Cox.
No, I'm serious. Because you've been my life, okay, the both of you, and every decision, every calculation has been about you, your welfare. And I don't regret that. I don't, not one bit. Honey, I just thought I'd just have a little bit longer to come to terms with things, you know, before I lost you.
What? You haven't lost either of us. Okay, Dad, you just need to talk to him again.
No, I can't trust myself, you know, no, when he's making such an obvious mistake, right?
Look, if that's true, yeah, then he'll find out for himself. Okay, he'll learn his own lessons. Just like I did with Corey.
Oh, yeah, right. And what a mess I made of them. You remember, okay? The more I fought that, the closer you got. I made that like 10 times worse, and I will not do that with my son.
Why don't you let me talk to him? Okay, because you're right. You know, if you go wading in there again, he'll just get all defensive. Okay, but he might listen to me.
Have you still got the salon keys, ma'am? Oh, well, it wouldn't be much of a grand reopening if I hadn't.
Is it still the same alarm code?
Yes, Alfie's birthday. Oh, I wish he was here now.
Oh, I'm sure he's looking down.
He'll have one eye on these pork pies, I bet.
Pork pies? Oh, my goodness. Oh.
Looks like they're queuing around the block after all.
Come on, we're opening a backstreet salon. We're not launching the Queen Mary. You shouldn't have gone to all this fuss, honestly.
Of course we should. You're reopening an institution.
Oh.
She's right. This street has had a big hole in it since you stopped your flippers. No offence, Rose.
No, none taken, Rita. Yeah, she's right, Audrey. It's not been the same without you.
Absolutely. And you, leaving this place? That's akin to the ravens leaving the tower.
Don't worry, Ken. There's life in the old bird yet.
Never mind, old bird. Thank you. Roy, do you think I could have a cup of tea just to steady my nerves? It's a good job we haven't got any customers today. I'd have their ears off. I'm shaking. Look, I'm shaking.
One hot, strong cup of tea coming right up. Welcome home, Audrey.
Yeah.
Welcome home, Audrey.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, let me know when you get back. All right, bye.
Trouble at Mill?
Trouble demolishing this old pub, more like.
Don't talk about knocking down pubs. It gives me the willies.
No, well, let's compare to...
One more toll of the bell. So what's up?
Oh, I got this fella ripping out all the fittings and fixtures. Big fella by the name of Tank. 6 foot wide, hands like digger buckets, made for the job. Until he goes and sticks a knife through his hand, taking a stone out of an avocado. An avocado.
That is just about the most middle-class injury it's possible to have.
Hey, how about choking on quinoa?
Bending your backside on your arga.
Cracking a rib through excessive rain.
Well, I'm glad you lot can titter. I happen to be in a big mess. I only had Tank and Paul working on it, and Paul can't do it all on his own.
Well, then get somebody else.
Labourers are like gold dust these days.
I've got nothing better to do.
Oh, no disrespect, mate, thanks, but it's not really a job for a soft-handed desk jockey.
I've handled a shovel before. Did a bit on my last job. When can I start?
A couple of hours ago.
Right. Let me get changed, I'll get the details off you.
You don't have to do this.
I need to be earning. Hey, you can book that table for tonight. Dinner's on me.
So you haven't told them? They'd only blame themselves, Rita.
I think they'd be more concerned about your welfare than any culpability on their part. Absolutely. Look, there's no shame in what you did, Audrey. Letting your family in is an acknowledgement of that. They want to know.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Ma'am.
What?
Bad news, I'm afraid.
Oh!
It's Leanne. Nick's in bed with a stinking cold and she's playing nursemaid.
Yeah, his eyes and nose were streaming yesterday when he came in the cafe.
Win.
I am the first to diagnose man flu, as well you know, but this is a proper cold.
Right, well, if he's malingering or whatever, should we just get this place up?
Well, I would, but I haven't got any scissors.
Oh, and you were hairdresser.
I think I can help out there.
Well, I won't be using them on the punters.
Where did you get those,
I thought the photographer found at the Gazette. He used to use them to enliven fete openings and things.
Hey, maybe we should keep hold of them, Gran, in case your cataracts comes back.
Well, no, I might try them on you first. Look, I'm 20/20 since my op, thank you.
Are you going to say a few words?
Brian, I wouldn't know where to start. First time in my life, I'm speechless.
Oh, I don't know. No scissors, no chat. The sooner you get back into that saddle, lady, the better.
Do you know, I couldn't agree more, Rita. I mean, I thought I would just calm down for a bit, but in my experience, the roses don't smell as sweet as they used to do, not when you're living alone. And there were far more thorns than I expected. I did lose my way for a bit, but I was lucky to have marvellous friends, marvellous family. We're exactly the people you need when you're going through a hard time. And you reminded me that there's no time in the world that's good if you haven't got a sense of purpose and a sense of place. And for me, those two are right here. So now, can I get on and say, it's a great, great pleasure, thank you, to declare this wonderful salon open!
Yeah, I think that's just the tonic she needed. A bit involve a gin and a slice of lemon. Things are looking up.
Let's hope so. Hey, did she return that paperwork for the trust funds yet?
Not yet, but I'm sure she'll get onto it.
What if she's forgotten? She's over 80, had a lot on her mind. You know, these things can get missed and cause a world of pain further down the line. We need to chase it up.
Stephen, I've done my part. It's not for me to pester her. If you're so worried, you can give her a nudge.
Can you smell something?
Oh, no. What's happened to you?
Paul put his sledgehammer through a block soil pipe. I was stood underneath.
Oh, no. I mean, you did say that you were happy to get your hands dirty.
Well, my hands, yeah, but this was in my hair, my mouth, everything. I was gagging.
Oh, don't worry, love. It's meant to be lucky.
Yeah, lucky I wasn't with him.
Now, that's not funny, right? I could be in Toronto right now, but instead I'm stuck round here, knee-deep in what passes for my life right now. Right, I'm going for a shower again.
Oh, it's rank.
Been on a couple of protests, just getting back in touch with who I used to be.
Yeah, well, as long as you're careful, you are on bail, thanks.
It's humanity that wants to be careful. The ice is cracking beneath our feet.
Exactly. And it was cracking 20-odd years ago when I first started.
Yeah, well, nobody can accuse you of bandwagon jumping. She was swampy before swampy.
Swampy?
Never mind.
Well, if you need any volunteers, just say the word. When it comes to placards, I'm your go-to girl.
Yeah, I'll bear that in mind. It's just been good to have something to throw myself into. Just forget myself for a few hours.
Well, I suppose the end of the world being nigh does put things into perspective.
Yeah, something like that. What about you? Are you feeling more like your old self?
Oh, my old self was a problem. But hey, look, I'm still here now, thanks to my surgeon. He played dice with my life, but nobody cares.
It's awful.
Well, this is the world that you're so keen to save. If you've got power and money, you can get away with anything. If you're the little guy, you've just got to suck it up and be grateful.
Only if you choose to.
Mind if we join you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, go for it. We're just putting the world to rights.
Really?
Yeah, well, nobody ever put the world to rights from the comfort of a chair. Or with a bottle in their hand. Well, not unless it had petrol and a lit rag in it.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, well, actions speak louder than words. On, Griff.
Peter, yeah, I take your point, but, you know, in my experience, you'll never beat the system.
Not if you play by its rules. No. You just need to learn to think outside their box. The box they stuck you in the day you were born, and the box they'll bury you in. If you let them.
If he sent you around to grovel, forget it.
I offered to come.
What fooled you, then? There's nothing more to be said.
Oh, come on. At least hear her out. Please.
Fine. Say what you got to say, but it won't do any good.
Look, he would have come himself. He's just terrified that he'll fly off the handle again. Make things worse.
Which means he still thinks I'm wrong. He's learnt nothing.
Look, he doesn't agree with what you're doing. Okay, but he's realised now that it's not his call anymore. But he knows he's made mistakes. I've made mistakes. I'm sorry for dobbing you in about the car.
Yeah, well, it wasn't my proudest moment. To be honest, I just wish we could all start again.
Look, we can. That's why I'm here. Look, Dad doesn't want to lose you.
How can I? He's not changed how he feels. You've just said as much. As long as he can't accept Kelly, I can't live under the same roof. I'm sorry, but that's how it is.
Okay. Okay. Adi, I just think you're making a mistake cutting him off. Look, Dad loves you. Okay, you know it'll break his heart if you can't fix this. Just think about it, yeah?
You okay?
Talk's cheap, innit?
Maybe, but I don't want to break up your family.
My dad's doing that.
Yeah, because he thinks he knows what's best for you. Because he cares for you.
He's wrong.
Agreed. But at least his heart's in the right place. I won't be so quick in turning you back. I wish my parents had given a toss. You don't know how lucky you are.
I thought I'd find you hiding in here.
Hiding, no. Reminiscing, yes. I mean, these walls, the tales they could tell.
They'll have many to tell yet. I was just chatting with Adam.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he seemed pretty anxious about the trust funds. He hadn't heard from you, and he was worried you might have forgotten. It might be a good time to revisit that paperwork, you know, put his mind at rest.
No, I haven't forgotten.
No. Well, there's really no need to pore over them. I've proofed everything. And, you know, once you've signed on the dotted line, I can get the ball rolling.
Oh, Stephen, love it. I am so grateful for all you've done for me. I just hope I haven't wasted your time because I've had a change of heart.
What? I don't understand. We agreed.
Yeah, you
It was-
know how muddled my mind's been lately. I mean, I haven't been able to think clearly or anything.
Well, you seem pretty clear-headed to me. I mean, we talked this through. You seem perfectly happy.
Oh, a million miles for being happy, I can assure you.
Well, you've had a full-on day. You know, once you've rested, you'll realize that the trust funds are the best way forward.
I'm not signing, Stephen, and that's it. So can we drop the subject, please? I mean, I've got enough things to worry about here, haven't I? Eh?
You smell better?
No, I couldn't smell much worse. Shower gel was backing into the bottle. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap at you before.
I shouldn't have laughed. It wasn't funny.
Not for me, but I overreacted.
You've not been yourself for a while. Ever since you turned down the job.
I'll get over it.
I don't want you to get over it. I want you to do what makes you happy.
Sometimes you can't have it all. You have to make choices.
Not at your age. When you've got no responsibilities, you should be free to follow your heart. I don't want you resenting me for holding you back or spending the rest of your life wondering what if.
What are you trying to say?
If you're having second thoughts about not going to Canada, I want you to tell me. Because we need to talk about it before it's too late.
You sure you're okay, Mum?
Oh, yes. Just thought I'd have a little breather from all the fun.
And, nothing has upset you? Mum?
Gail, yes. I'm upset with myself for not counting my blessings. Today's made me see what I had to lose. And I'm so annoyed with myself that I nearly threw it all away.
What happened in the barber's was an accident. I mean, yes, you had 1 or 2 drinks, but you can't blame yourself for that.
No, it wasn't that. I wish it was. I wish that was the sum total of my stupidity. Gail, I need to talk to you. I've needed to talk to you for quite a while. That's why I've dragged you away from the party.
Now you're scaring me, Mum.
No, come on, it's all good. Don't worry. It's just a few weeks ago, everything got on top of me. I mean, life got on top of me. And it was a darn sight heavier than that silly motorbike. I just couldn't see the point of anything. Couldn't see the point of any day, of the family. I don't know. I couldn't see the point of me. To cut a long story short, I tried to check out.
Check out?
Kill myself. I took an overdose.
How could I not see it coming, Mum? I must have been walking around with my eyes shut.
Lovey, I'm not sure I entirely could either. These things happen. Remember Aidan? It's just a build-up of things, you know? Total despair, it really dragged me down. It wasn't your fault.
Are you sure you meant it, Mum? That it wasn't just some terrible accident? I mean, I know you were feeling low, but...
I did try telling the doctors that I'd got confused with my tablets. But they weren't buying that. They'd seen my medical tests. They knew a suicide attempt when they saw it.
And I can't help feeling I've failed you. I mean, that you could even consider.
Listen, this is about me, Gail, not you. Honestly, I don't want you to blame yourself and start doing things differently. This is me having to phase up to it, right? Do you understand that? Yeah.
I think it's going to take me a long time to understand any of this, man.
Yeah. What are you doing hiding here? Can't run away from your own party.
I was just having a word with your mum, thank you. Actually, I want a word with all of you.
Oh, can we just do it at the salon? Because people will be wondering where we are.
Oh, well, let them wonder, darling. Come on. Just all sit down, would you, please?
What's going on? I feel like I'm at a wake.
You very nearly were.
The decision's been made. There's no point in going over it all.
Nothing's set in stone. I want you to tell me how you really feel, not what you think I want to hear. Do you want to go to Canada?
I've always wanted to go. Look, I went backpacking there one summer when I was at uni. It's so different there. Look, big skies, big possibilities. It feels young, like its best days are ahead of it. Whereas here...
Everything's a bit tired and needs a new lick of paint.
Something like that, yeah. But I love you. And I want to be with you. And that's more important.
Well, maybe now. But in 5 years, when our relationship might need a lick of paint, aren't you just going to resent me?
No. I love you. And I don't want to lose you.
And I love you too. Which is why You need to get on the phone and tell them you've changed your mind.
You'll come with me.
I can't.
Why? We can have an amazing life in Canada. Look, it'd be a complete new start.
Bit late in the day for me.
No, that's not true. Take a chance. For me.
I'm sorry. We're different people who want different things. You know, this opportunity might never come again for you. And I would never forgive myself if I stood in your way. And in the long run, you wouldn't forgive me either.
Why would you do that, Gran? We love you.
We've got a funny way of showing it, haven't we? Scrapping around like stray dogs fighting over a drop kebab.
Yes. Well, that did hurt a bit, but not really. It's nothing to do with it. I just felt I'd outlived my usefulness.
Why didn't you talk to me, Mum?
I'm talking to you now, sweetheart. And I'm talking to professionals. I'm in a really good place.
I can't tell you how relieved I am to hear that.
Me too. So I'm not going to be burying my head in the sand anymore, darling, so don't worry.
Gran, I mean, you took an overdose. We can't just laugh that off. We need to know why. Like, really know why.
I don't know why, David. I don't know why. Maybe if Alfie or Lewis had lived, things might have been different. Got all the plans that we'd made for the future, but nobody to share them with.
I've been there, Mum. I would have understood.
Yes, come on. People don't want to listen to me whining.
Oh, no, Gran, come on, that's not true. Please, you can't ever let things get that far again.
Sweetheart, there is no danger. There's life in this old girl yet, and it's full steam ahead. I am going to work hard in my lovely new salon, and I'm going to play hard, right? Oh, yes, I know what you're thinking. I certainly won't be drinking anymore, but if I see a wonderful pair of shoes, I shall have them.
Well, I think you do right, Gran. I mean, it's your money. You've earned it. I think you should just spend every penny.
Well, not every penny. I'm going to make sure that you are all fine first.
No, I don't. Even thinking about the money stuff just makes me feel ashamed.
Oh. The word inheritance turns the closest of families fighting, like ferrets in a sack. But this last few weeks, you've all shown how much you care for me.
It's the least we could do.
We love you. We see you because we want to see you and we want you in our lives.
Oh, God. That is the loveliest thing I've heard. Thank you, sweetheart. Anyway, now enough of this. I've made a decision. I'm not going to go through with the trust funds. I'm going to make a bog standard will. And that can be sorted out between the lot of you, right? Apart from lovely Stephen, who has said he doesn't need it. Thank you.
Sorry, if you'll excuse me, I'm vibrating.
Not surprised where you were chucking those little mini Scotch eggs down your neck.
Right.
Better for seeing you. Did I share
Yeah, I told him.
Wanted to hear it from you.
I mean, I don't know where to start. Look, I wish there was just some easy way for me to let you know just how much you mean to me.
Well, then push me over.
Well, he said he was sorry about that.
I know.
Look, I just want you to come home. And that's all I'm asking. And I promise you from now on, okay, what you do, who you see is your business. You know, life's going by so fast, I don't want to lose you. Not like this.
I'm here, aren't I?
Have you had lunch?
I'm fine. Here. I shouldn't have taken it without asking. I know Mum would have wanted Asher to have it.
Thank you. You know what? I'm sure that your mother should be more than happy for you to give this to the girl that you marry, but she would want it to be at the right time, yeah?
We still feel the same about each other.
Yeah, and I do. Of course you do. You know, but you've decided to wait, and that makes sense. And if you feel the same way in 4 or 5 years, then get married. Do it. And no one's going to be more supportive than me. No one.
Look, I'm Gonna stay at Gary and Maria's for a while.
But why? You know, your room's waiting, it's clean, it's...
Look, if that's what he wants, Dad.
It's for the best. Don't worry. Good, aren't we?
Yeah, we're good. Come here. We're always good.
Nothing worse than armchair warriors. If you want something changing, change it yourself. The elite won't do it for you.
What elite?
Oh, listen, hey, they exist. Believe you me, I found that out to my cost.
Or maybe you should tag along next time we go on a protest.
I'm definitely there.
Activism is a serious commitment. It's not just a day out.
What's up with you? The more the merrier. Bring the missus if you want.
Oh, no, I'm not sure it's her cup of tea.
How is she?
Yeah, she's all right. She's wrapped up in some big business deal. She expects me to be blown away because some guy called Nadim Atala's turning up at the factory next week, you know, and I've never even heard of the bloke. Listen, I've got to shoot. I'm sorry. See you.
Yeah, well, Tala and his company have been in our radar for ages.
Why's that?
Runway 5's synonymous with fast disposable fashion. It's got a carbon footprint the size of King Kong.
King Kong, Bigfoot, and the Yeti all rolled into one.
No, I don't think Carla would get involved with someone like that.
You heard what our old man just said? This is the chance we've been waiting for.
To do what?
Shine a light on what he does. Trouble is, we can't get near him. His plants and his depots are mainly abroad, and his diary's a state secret. Well, yeah, it was.
What are you doing?
Getting the word out. If he's going to be in our backyard next week, we need to mobilise.
Absolutely.
I was dead sorry to hear about you and Leo.
It's for the best his heart's set in Canada.
Why? It's freezing.
And there's bears and all sorts. Who wants to come home from the shops to find a grizzly sat on the swing bench eating the waffles? Of course, the thing to do there is play dead.
I've been rubbish at that. I'm a terrible twitcher, me, even in my sleep.
Why would you play dead?
That's what you do with bears. David Attenborough told me.
Didn't know you were mates. But I thought you had to make yourself big, make a racket, scare it away.
You might be right. Now I think about it, it depends whether it's a black bear or a grizzly.
Right, so which do you do for which?
I don't remember.
We need to find out before you go over there.
I won't be going to Canada.
I didn't mean to frighten you.
Not because of the bears. Me and Leo need a clean break.
Long distance relationships have worked in the past, you know.
Name one.
My nan and Pop. He was on the Isle of Wight for 12 years and she was up here.
Why didn't she move down?
Well, she won't see no more of him. He was in Parkhurst. Apparently, Reggie Cray was 4 doors down.
You're not helping.
Sorry. Jen, what is to stop you from going to Canada? I could keep an eye on Riri, Daisy could mind the pub, and then you could just like pop back a couple of times a year.
Look, will you just drop it? It is what it is. And the quicker I come to terms with it, the better.
You're right. Did you manage to patch things up with your dad?
Kinda.
Kinda.
He still doesn't approve of me and you.
Yeah, well, it's gonna take time.
Thanks for letting us give the ring back. I will get your replacement. I promise, as soon as I can.
Yeah, well, you might have to, because I've been looking into Gretna Green.
And?
And there's nothing stopping us. I've written an email to the registrar to see when the next available date is we can book, and all I need to do is hit send.
What are we waiting for then? You ready?
Okay. Mwah.
Oh, hi.
Roy's tea urn's running on fumes, so he sent me down for these.
Oh, everyone's gone back to the cellar.
Yeah, though I reckon folk will need something a bit stronger than tea after Audrey's little confession.
Oh, they told you.
Yeah, well, David did. Yeah, so I don't blame you for looking shell-shocked.
Yeah, it's hard to compute. Does she seem all right now?
Audrey, she's fine. Have a look yourself. The party's still going strong.
Great. Well, listen, let me take those.
Oh, hang on. We might need to get changed first. Looks like you caught yourself on something.
Damn it.
Right, well, I better get these up to him, but I'll see you in a bit, yeah?
Bye.
How's the suit? A good fit?
Well, as good as I'm likely to get.
Oh, in that case, we've a fair bit that might do you. The widow brought a whole load of the chap's stuff in.
He's dead?
Oh, don't worry, he didn't expire in that.
How much do I owe you?
So that's 15 for the suit, a £5 for the shirt, and I'll chuck in the tie for £1, so that's 21 altogether.
I only have 20, I'm afraid.
That right?
See?
Forgive me. But people try a lot of stuff on in this place, and it's not always off the rack.
Will you take 20?
Absolutely, love. But I'll also have to take this, I'm afraid. There we go, problem solved.
All right, but yeah. I'll catch you later. Okay, bye. Right, I've got the band back together. As soon as we know when Atala's due back at the factory, we'll ambush him.
When you say ambush?
Corner him. Ask him the type of questions he's not used to being asked. Film it, get the whole thing up on social media.
Yeah, I'm not sure about doing it on my own doorstep.
Yeah, maybe you should sit this one out. It mightn't play well with the locals.
Well, what would you rather, eh? Bit of awkwardness with the neighbours, or that factory becoming part of Atala's sweatshop empire?
Oh, Cola wouldn't allow that. They make quality goods, and it's practically a cooperative.
Yeah, well, maybe that's the point. He's going to use it as a fig leaf. A respectable face for his company in this country, while business as usual abroad. But if we show him he can't get away with it, we'll kill the deal with Underworld, stone dead.
Oh. Everyone's gone down to the bistro now. You're not coming?
Yes. I'm just sorting things out, you know. Everything in its place, a place for everything. You know what I'm like?
Well, I thought I did. I'm not sure about anything now.
Oh, sweetheart, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for the terrible shock.
You're me mum.
And I always will be. But I'm also a human being, my love. Old age doesn't make you any stronger. I'm no less fragile or fallible than anybody else.
Maybe I just forgot that, Mum. Maybe all children do. I mean, you become a role, an idea, rather than a person.
Yeah. Well, my faults are always very obvious. I wasn't the best mother.
No, you weren't.
Oh!
But you were just a kid yourself.
Yeah.
And then, as the years went by, you turned into a better mother than I could ever have hoped for.
Here, come here.
I mean, husbands, partners, they've come and gone. My own children, well, It's not been easy sailing, has it?
No.
The one thing I could count on, the one constant in all of this, is you. And if I'd lost you, I don't know.
Shh. Come on, now. But you'd have survived, as you always do. Come on. And you always will. Sweetheart, I just wish I had your resilience. I do, really. I do.
I'm a glutton for punishment, is what you mean.
No. You, my darling, are to be admired. And I do more than you will ever know. Really. Just please find it in your heart to forgive me. Please.
Oh, don't be daft, Mum.
Yeah.
I'm just so pleased I've still got you.
You sweetheart. You sweetheart. Stop it. Stop it.
Gemma said you've been caning it.
Gemma should keep her pile shut. Gets any bigger, folks will start chucking pennies in.
I was just worried. I spoke to the people in Toronto.
No doubt they were chuffed.
Pretty much. Wish I could say the same.
This is everything you've ever wanted.
Yeah, far from it. The one you at least think about comes.
Look, we've been through this. I can't go, and long distance never works. I mean, it breaks my heart, but that doesn't alter the facts.
I don't want this to be the end.
Yeah, me neither, but them's the breaks. My only consolation is that I know that you're going to be happy long term. You're going to have a great life out there.
Yeah, it feels pretty unlikely right now. I'm going to miss you so much.
You've not gone yet.
I can't stay here. It's not fair on you, and it'd be too painful for me. I go and pack.
Want a drink?
After today, definitely. Yeah, I didn't realise they'd turned this place into like a speakeasy. I'm sorry?
That suit. I hope for your sake Al Capone don't want it back.
You were the one who was nagging me to buy a new
Leave
outfit.
him alone. I think it's very stylish.
I don't know, it does have a whiff of pipe blazer about it, but it is lovely. It's nice material.
Thank you. After what he said, I thought it was time I was a little more bold.
Well, it certainly is bold, all right. If I ever need any bathtub gin, I'll know where to go.
I like it, and that's what matters. And if I want to take a few risks, well, that's my business.
Well, no offence, but risk-taking's not the first thing that springs to mind when I think of you.
Is that so? Well, maybe it's time I set about changing that. After all, what have I got to lose? Cheers.
Cheers.
And if you've been affected by Audrey's story, you can visit itv.com/advice for support information. We'll stay there for our documentary looking into the amazing life of the Princess of Wales. Diana is next.